Hey, this is Tiqqle, and in this video we're going over the Far Seer tree in the alpha. This is my first reaction. Oh my god, my bars are gone. Okay, alpha's pretty spunky right now, but we'll bring it back. If you haven't seen the new skill book, you're going to get an opportunity to see it now, because I'm going to go ahead and put the important spells on my bars that we're going to be testing. The Far Seer tree, all about your ancestors, you know what I'm saying? But let's go ahead and get all the different abilities back in my bars. I was not prepared to deal with that. Cool. These are all of our damaging abilities, I think. In general, let's go ahead and, yeah, if you haven't seen this yet, it's pretty dope. Pretty cool spell book, as well as the talent tree now. Oh, the artwork's beautiful. Farseer, here we go. If you haven't seen, I have a different video about this. It's a little bit negative, but I also kind of feel that way. So it's just honest. But if you don't know what this is about, the TLDR on this is that Primordial Wave is going to call an ancestor to your side by 6 seconds. All these other things are modifying that. Are they making it stay longer? Are they making them do more damage, etc.? But what you want to see is how cool they look, because obviously that's the only thing that matters. Can you target them? Other questions that you might have, we're going to answer those now through testing, live testing. If you don't know me and my content, I do whatever you want to see, so make sure to put it down in the comments or come by the Twitch channel. We're going to be now testing nonstop until the game probably comes out, and I like to do whatever you want to know, because again, I have an idea of what you want to know, but it's better if you ask me. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm not going to read all these. I'll read some of them. If you want to see that video, it is, I'll link it down below. But basically, what you need to know is Primordial Wave summons the ancestor, and then it casts whenever you cast a healing or damaging spell, the ancestor will cast something similar. Super important, and I'll show you why, that it says something similar, because it's not always the same ability. So let's go ahead and start testing out what similar means, as well as showing you what our ancestors look like. Now, I'm an orc, so guess what happens when I use Primordial Wave? And I have my damage meters up here. This is enabled for the pet damage, so you can see a percentage, what the deal is. I am level 71, etc., so keep that in mind. My item level is terrible. It's awful. So just, you got to think about it like percentages. So anyway, let's go ahead and whip it out here. So, Primordial, there they are. There he is. There he is. Old Grandpapa. Here you are. Whoa. Oh, he sneezes at the end, which casts a elemental blast. But there he was. And there it is. That's the end of the, no, I'm just kidding. That's not the end of the video. But that's what he looks like. And I'll be honest, I was a little surprised when I saw it first as well, because I thought to myself, oh, so it's going to be the same race as my character. What if, well, I guess, yeah, okay, we won't get into that. We won't go down that road. But anyway, so that's kind of interesting. So I'll show you on a Tauren or a high mountain later, but pretty interesting. Now, let me show you something else. I do have this talent with hero ability. Lava Burst casts have an 8% chance to call an ancestor. So good, well, you'll see that. Ancestors have 15% to call another ancestor when they expire. So these are some ancestor-related stuff. Lava Burst additional damage, and like some other stuff here, but like nothing really plays into it too much. Oh, I haven't even tried this yet. Okay, we will have to check that out. I haven't even pressed this. Your next healing or damaging ability is instant, costs no mana, and deals additional damage. If you already know Nature Swiftness, it's replaced by this, and it causes you to call an ancestor. Okay, well, that's good to know. I actually didn't know that. Didn't talent into that. So let's go ahead and talent into this. We'll get a lot of ancestors going. I've been able to get 42 going at once. I'm just kidding. No, I have not. No, I haven't. But we'll just see how many we can get. I actually did get 4 or 5 earlier, which is pretty good. But let's go ahead and let's just do it again, obviously. But I just want to let you know that if I cast Lava Burst, like I'll just cast a few, I will get an ancestor popping up. Like it takes about 10. I don't know if mastery ones count, but you will see that. So we'll go ahead and get some more of that. I have Primordial Wave up, but I just want to show you. Oh, there he is. Or she. Sorry. Just floating. Now I'm going to cast Lightning Bolt. Guess what? Lava Burst. F you. You only get Lava Burst. I kind of spoiled it. They don't cast everything that you do. So we're going to go ahead and test it again. As you saw, I cast a Lightning Bolt. It casted Lava Burst. I mean, sure, like, cool, that does more damage. But it's not the ability that I pressed. So I'm not sure if Blizzard is intending to expand the abilities that they cast, but right now it's pretty much Lava Burst, and I'll show you what the other ability does. Because you might say to yourself, wait a sec, Tick. What if I cast Earthquake? Is it going to cast Earthquake? Well, let's go ahead and show you. It's just better to show you, you know. We'll primordial this and we'll earthquake. Ready? Primordial. It's out. We're going to go ahead. Earthquake. Chain lightning. Chain lightning is cast. And if I lava burst, it lava bursts. And you know when it expires because it elemental blasts, which is a one of these. When an ancestor expires, they cast elemental blast. Now, you haven't seen an ancestor when they expire, it calls another ancestor, so I'm not sure if this is working. I actually didn't know if the lava burst proc was working because I wasn't getting one for a while, but that's also, you know, kind of interesting. So what I've pretty much noticed, and you might say, well, Tiqqle, all right, press chain lightning, what happens? Well, let's go ahead and test it out. Let's get an ancestor out here. Anyone will do. Here it is. I'm going to chain lightning. It chain lightnings as well, so it mimics that. Earth shock gets you a lava burst. So any single target ability gets you lava burst. Any AoE ability gets you chain lightning. That's pretty much it. They basically lava burst and chain lightning. They don't repeat an earth shock. But the way I've been thinking about it is it's kind of like our mastery, but in another creature, right? Now, the other question you might have is, well, Tiqqle, our totems are so easy to kill in PvP. What the heck's going to happen in PvP with my ancestors? I don't want Grandpapa going down like that, right? Well, he's already down. Keep that in mind. But let's go ahead and test. Can you target them? We press? No, I cannot target. I cannot target. It is a pet, though, so that is good to keep in mind. That is good to keep in mind. And you will also maybe, we'll look at the damage next, but it is a pet, so you will have to, like, in combat log, like, adjust those things. Hopefully it goes well with details, etc. But let's go ahead. The next thing we'll look at is let's check damage. I'm just going to lava burst a bunch. And we're going to see in our damage meter, or not damage meter, but our, oh, we got a proc one. Okay, not shabby. Another one. Okay, not shabby. Let's. You can see there's like buff. There's a buff here that we'll be able to use that to track how many we have up as well, because it is a stacking buff. But let's go ahead and look at the damage. I just pressed lava burst pretty much. So I'm lava bursting for that didn't even crit. That's embarrassing. Did I crit any? What's wrong with me, man? Okay, I lava burst. I hit for about 37k. I didn't use any multipliers or anything, nothing scaling. So 37k crits. My ancestor, who's critting, it's kind of cool to see that they are critting each time as well because of lava burst, which is on the flame shock. Actually, yeah, I wonder if it always crits. But anyway, lava burst hit for about 16.5k. So that is about. I'll do the quick math and I'll put the number on the screen maybe, but that's less than 50%. That's probably like 30-40% of the damage that I'm doing. So it is like, okay, all right, Tiqqle, like people are kind of poo-pooing on them, but if you get a plus 30% damage buff during those windows, that's not bad, and that was just one. What happens if we start to get some more? Now, great, it's a great question, everybody. It's a really great question. Let's go ahead and change a few things. Oh, we got to test two things for you guys. I obviously want to keep a lot of... Actually, I want to keep a lot of these abilities. I want to test one more thing for you. Because you might say, well, hey, you didn't do Elemental Blast yet, Tick. And you haven't done Ice Fury. So let's just do that. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. Let's test those abilities out. We also haven't tested... Ancestral Swiftness is not really going to do anything that amazing. That's cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get an Ancestor out, but let's go ahead and get our Maelstrom up a little bit. And then we'll throw it out there. Okay, we're good. We're going to go ahead and call Daddy Dingus. Here he comes. I'm going to Elemental Blast. Lava Bursted. Ice Fury. Lava Bursted. Okay, so as it is, single target, anything single target, Lava Burst. Anything AoE, Chain Lightning. Okay, it is what it is. The next question you might ask is, well, gee whiz, Tick, what about Stormkeeper? Yeah, there's a lot of things we got to look at, everybody. Okay, there's a lot, but I'm going to keep going through it because you're going to keep on asking these questions. And I'm going to just try to get all the answers out as we're testing. By the way, this is like day one, and I'm just trying to figure it all out. So if this is a little unstructured, I apologize, but we're excited. Okay, let's go ahead and see what we can do here. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to use Stormkeeper. Oh, Stormkeeper won't scale. It's not going to repeat that ability because it's just going to cast Lava Burst. It's Depression. Lava Burst. Lightning Bolt. It just Lava Bursted when I did Lightning Bolt, so that's not amazing. Okay. All right, fair enough. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Good to know. All right, so that's the dealio. Let's get another Ancestor out. Oh, I have two Ancestors. I don't know if the ancestors can proc more ancestors. I don't think so. I don't think so. But anyway, but yeah, so like 30-40% damage. We should be able to see what it looks like if I can get 2 out. I can definitely get 2 out. 1 nature swiftness and primordial waving. But I'll be honest, the 6 seconds isn't... I'm not going to judge it yet. I'm just showing everybody. Just showing it the world. And this isn't obviously optimal, like for damage and stuff. But like we're just testing stuff out, and we're showing you what it looks like. Okay, so don't yell at me. Okay, but we'll have another video about how I think it feels or like opinions on it. But I'm just showing you the facts. Okay. Now, the other facts we're going to be showing here is we're going to see how many we can get going. We have all the abilities up. I'm going to go ahead and try to cheese it a little bit. Because we're going to we're going to have to... Okay, I don't have totem reset. That's okay, though. So we're going to go ahead. Let's get these 3 burning. And then we're going to drop the totem over there, and then they'll primordial that one. Whoop. I think we should be able to... Yeah, okay, we're going to do that. We're going to do that. Okay, here we go. Ready? Okay, I got no procs on that. Okay, I have 2 because I nature swiftness. I got 2. Yeah, you really only get them procking a lot. Like, I got up to 4 when it was... we're kind of getting some rolling here. 3. Man, the casters. There, I have 3. So the lava bursts are they're popping now, right? A little bit. But, I mean, it's gonna... What you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to chain it with some deeply rooted element luck. So there's some RNG factor here, because if you get these procs, that's that many more lava bursts. It can multiply, right? We like to see that, but you have to think about it too. At one point I had 3 going at once, right? So that was, here you see it up in the damage meters here, or damage log. I was hitting for 50k lava bursts, and I had 4 ancestors pumping 17Ks. So that's a total of another 64K. 64K on top of that. So it's kind of like getting... So when I had 4 ancestors, it's like I got another overload. So that's where like some of this is kind of like, it's cool, kind of. But if you look at the numbers, you're like, oh, so I got 6 seconds of double overload damage. Wouldn't it be easier to just make you have double overload chance instead of spawning on the... So like that's the thing I'm just thinking about, and especially because it's like, oh well, what else can it scale off of, and how like simple it is. Because if you think about it, it's kind of like getting an RNG chance to double overload. And if you get 1 ancestor, it's only 17k. That's not even what an overload is. That's like half of an overload. So for me, it's like a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, the question will be damage, right? And the end of the day, it's going to be feeling, right? And right now, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. I mean, it's cool right now because I'm just trying out for the first time. It makes me feel like a necromancer, though. The way that they look is kind of a cool look, that they're floating, and there is ancestral and like shaman, you know, I'm in the maelstrom or something or whatever. But yeah. Still thinking about it. Still feeling it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you think it's poo-poo cheeks, or do you think it's nice? Okay, like, how did I not get a proc? I did a billion lava bursts. I got 1. How do you not get a proc on that? I actually did put in a ticket, and I was like, yo, this ain't working. And it's just because the chance is not that high. We're going to get another one out. We got 2. We're just going to get some momentum. Oh, we got 4! We had 4 for a second. I don't even know if I cast it when I had 4 up. Dang. So it's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of cool. It doesn't... Does it feel shaman to me? No. It feels like I'm a necromancer. Like, if you just told me that these were undead creatures and I was a death knight, I would say, yeah, that makes sense. But I'm a shaman. So it's kind of interesting. It's kind of interesting. I think Resto Shaman will feel more natural, and I think like if you think about it, ancestors are dead, and they're gonna be healing from the whatever and like giving you whatever. Damaging is kind of weird. Damaging is kind of necromancy. While like yeah, I think that's actually a good way to put it. I think you all don't understand what I'm saying probably because I'm babbling, but this is my first impression. That's where I'm at. So, all right, that's the deal. So, we have shown you what your ancestors look like. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to switch over to Torn real quick. But that's like that's the deal. Like, that's what it looks like. That's the damage percentage scaling right now. Obviously, we can't, everyone's going to say, don't, but the scaling isn't there yet. Well, obviously, it's not there yet, but that's what it is right now. Okay, and we're going to, holy cow, dude. The fact that the bars reset on relog is like, that's some trouble. But we only need 3 abilities, as we've learned, right? So this is what the ancestors on the cows look like. Moo! Right? Which is cool. I mean, that's cool that every race will have their own ancestor appearance. Like, there's a dude and a lady and a lady dude. Like, that's pretty cool. I mean, that's not bad. Kind of neat. Again, makes me think of Diablo Necromancer, man. It's kind of weird. But anyway, but with that being said, that's this video. That was a long rant and a long showing you of every ability, what it does, what's the ancestor situation. We're not testing out every single thing, but this is the first look at what the ancestors look like, because that was my big thing. I wanted to see how cool they looked, and that's how this tree is flowing. We're not talking about the flow. We're not talking about anything else other than the fact that that's what it happens. That's what happens with ancestors. That's how they function. So let me know in the comments below or come by the stream. This was a longer than expected video, but at least you got to see raw take on all the details. I'm going to be making more videos. Next one up is about Resto Shaman. How does that feel? What does that look like? And the flow of that. And then we'll do some videos analysis of this as well as the new zones. All of the things will be coming out. I'm going to be looking at other classes too as we're just exploring. So with that being said, we'll see you in the next one or on stream. Love you guys. Bye.